Welcome to Garrison, North Dakota. Final event of the qualifying season for the 2024 Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. We've got, been posted 127 boats. We got 126 here. Did have one drop. We've got $15,000 for the winning pro, Nitrous EV20 with a Mercury 225 Pro XS, and $7,500 for the winning co-angler.
Well, it can't get any worse than 125th. Right?
Always looking on the bright side. Only one question, Dewey. Was it a chicken or crawler?
No.
Really?
No. There's a
full production tub.
Holy, I'm starting to get nervous.
Really?
I think I might have to have that other beer. Are we rolling? This seems like a big deal. Help, Randy.
I think I got her all.
Oh, we got the pack. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
I
too,
grew
Tom.
up just 3 miles west and south.
Sure.
I was permitted to go in my 14-foot boat to Douglas Bay, and that's it. That's as far as I could go. Whatever exists past that, what was past Douglas Bay was a big question mark for me. Be a good day for sailing. This is the hospital.
It hurts to live this way.
Knock on wood, you'll never visit it, other than driving by.
That would be a positive, Randy. It's like the Great Lakes.
It is.
It's all part of my adventure, Randy.
Yeah, it's a great adventure, that's for sure. I almost lost my sunglasses at the dock.
I saw that.
And my cell phone dropped out of my pocket. That's never happened before. Something's bound to go overboard today. Hope it's not you or me.
If it does, no big deal. Water's 73 degrees.
Yeah.
In case you've ever wanted to fish 8 Pound Island,
Yeah. That's it. You're there.
So funny story, I did a podcast with Crappie T this last winter. I'm pretty sure that I said if he gets a top 50 finish, that'd be a pretty good deal for a debut on the National Walleye Tour. Everybody look out for Tom Goodnestead this year at the NWT at Sakakawea. See where he finishes. If you could finish top 50 in your first big time walleye tournament, that'd be pretty impressive.
I would be extremely disappointed with that. I'm looking at 10 and under.
Let's do it.
It's gonna
I
happen.
want to see it.
It's gonna
Rock
happen.
and roll, man.
We'll see, everybody. Root for me. Not Joan Hoyer. He doesn't need it. He's probably going to win anyway. Have fun, everybody.
If he gets a top 50 finish, that'd be a pretty good deal for a debut on the National Walleye Tour.
I know you guys are all busy getting yourselves together, but time is going to be important. I'm going to talk about a change in our check-in process that's going to make that timing important as well. So please be listening up.
Or yet. Yeah, I'm at the corner of Central and Main right now.
Ready to go have dinner?
Yeah.
I'm starving. Man, I'm nervous.
I ate already, but I'll go with you. I wanted to go and get some B-roll
That'd
anyway.
be good. I'm need to calm them down.
It's your first big one, isn't it?
First big one. I am parked right there. Burning to the ground.
Yeah, by the time we're done eating, there'll be no flames left.
The way I look at it is, if you're fishing in May, 98% of the fish fall in the minnow. Would 2% eat a night crawler if it was in their face? Maybe. Flip that around in July. Most fish are looking for crawlers, but if a minnow swims by them, will they eat them? Maybe. So you're just looking for the big patterns. I'm not sure that guy caught. If he went out there to try to catch a limit of fish on minnows, that probably wouldn't have been a good idea.
These fries are awesome, Randy. You with me? So much for the wind forecast.
It's not close.
I guess in my brain, somewhere over there, it should be some less.
Oh yeah. There's still an occasional 3-footer, but there were 4-footers back there.
At least. A couple of those that dampened us were bigger.
I've never been in bigger waves, to be honest with you. I have surfing in California, but when you're on a surfboard, it's a little different.
Well, we're getting there. I don't really know what we're getting to, but we'll just say it's there.
Well, if the forecast is right on tournament day, it's going to be flat, no wind, according to the forecast.
I was looking at the same.
So you might have a better opportunity to actually run up here if you want.
Right.
But if it's like today, not too many guys are going to choose to run this.
No.
Even if you're low on the points and you think, man, what's the place? You're going to go to Douglas first. And I'd probably stop in Douglas and spend an hour trying to get a couple big ones and then
We
leave.
saw a lot of nice fish at the Sharks too. This is like Mille Lacs. We took on a little water range. If you see something of interest, you are welcome to speak up. Like, basically, I kind of go, as Bloom told you, wild on the trolling motor, even though that may not be possible today. Unless this wind subsides, we're just fishing. We are headed towards 8-Pound Island right now. So things are going to get shallower up to about probably 16 feet, but I wanted to go on this winded side of it, check it.
Now, there's a guy that could need a tow home.
Yeah, back in the day, we just went fishing, had a 14-foot aluminum boat, 7.5 Merc. I mean, it was the crudest form compared to nowadays when boats of this nature that we fish these tournaments with, you know, probably, you know, easily 100,000 and up. So better equipment, you know, more knowledge, social media, you know, there's great YouTube stuff from, you know, Tom Boley, Ripping Lips Adventures, you know, lots of places. Everybody puts out decent content. You know, if you're just looking for your next bite, you know, that kind of deal. Keith Cabayas, Corey Springle and crew, Chase Parsons. All those guys are great. Met a lot of guys at this tournament. Super nice. There'd be Chase Parsons.
For a second, I thought he was going to stop on your spot there. That one guy's live scoping him. He's just doing like what you do.
That is Mark Courts from the NWT.
It's like he's pulling up a tree, which he might be, I guess. Smallie.
Smallmouth bass.
Is that John Hoyer?
Where? Oh,
Smallmouth bass.
yeah. I got it, Randy. Do you see Chase Parsons still over there on that shore?
I didn't see him stop, to be honest with you.
I saw him stop and I saw him over there, and now I don't. I was just wondering. You know, the whole co-angler thing is cool. My co-angler was a travel partner of Chase Parsons and Corey Springle, two guys who essentially fish for a living. So afterwards, you know, we talked about things, you know, and you know, one of the questions I asked him, so what do those guys use for baits on Lake Sakakawea? He's like, the exact same thing you were using. Makes you feel good when you live 1,800 miles away and you zeroed it down to a bait that the pros were using. Feel like we're in the ocean, Randy.
Definitely. At least there aren't too many whitecaps right now.
Thinking on the bright side. There's some good looking marks in here.
Got one.
Got him?
Yeah.
Atta boy, Randy. What'd you get him on that crawler?
It's a jig and wrap. But just a jig and wrap and that.
So what fish would hit a jigging wrap? Because I threw it a ton.
About 1 out of 300.
Corey Springle.
Like seriously.
White one? Oh yeah. Right by the corner of the lip, Randy. That a kid. You want to catch fish in North Dakota, you gotta go with the locals. Be a nice fryer.
1920.
There you go. Attaboy, Randy. Well, Randy, the beauty of it is if it wasn't for you, we might get skunked.
Well, skunk's out of the boat.
You did it. You're the man.
Don't have to worry about Larry Smith outdoors here.
True.
He's got a pet skunk, you know.
I've seen that.
Kenny still spray. He's always loaded.
Tom Wynn? Yep, Tom Wynn.
We're your cheering crowd.
Yeah.
We're gonna start the wave. It's only gonna be real quick, but.
Wondering where you been all week. one restaurant in town and everybody goes.
I know. Yesterday I pulled up. I was like, I was hungry. I was like, fast food restaurants in Garrison. Dairy Queen. That's all it said. Dairy Queen.
Yeah. Yet?
Everything else was a gas station.
If you have time, you go to Pick City. The Lil's Bar and Grill's good.
That's where I'm staying.
I went there
right,
last night.
I'm on the
I went there
dam.
because when I was here at the last tournament, I stayed there in those little cabins. That steak, I remember it today.
Really?
Like it's so, you order a 10-ounce steak, it comes out and it's the whole plate.
Lyle, you guys gonna be here when I get back?
Yeah, because I gotta ask you where the fish are. I'm gonna wait here all day just for you. Don't lie to me though when you come in.
Caught him on the corner of the mouth.
That's right.
That's pretty
Caught
much
him in
it.
the water.
He's starting his own school education on forward-facing sonar.
When Bloom and I met Tom Wynn at Totten Trail early on, I was telling him about my frustrations first day of the fish going up and down in the water column and all this stuff. So my co-angler today, I mentioned, I said, Tom Wynn, a week ago said, you know, those fish that are going up and down in the water column, don't worry about them.
The way you know they're good is when they don't move.
And my co-angler said, well, all I'm gonna say is he's changed his tune. So I can't wait to ask Tom Wynn, so what's the deal? Basically, the thought is the walleyes are the ones that are kind of more they're just sitting there.
Garbage fish move up and down and all over the place.
And I saw a lot of those. The stuff that's going all the way down the bottom, and then
Big walleyes you don't usually see do that.
a lot of what I like is trying to figure it out. I think we're starting to figure some stuff out, especially when you talk to other people, you find out how they won, where they won.
I think it'll work on Lake of the Woods.
When you get to go to
Yeah, they're kind of like, they basically just have a weird, different type of tail on them. So they're an elastic, just like a Z-man.
Then you go back and think about that. Okay, it was X, Y, and Z. Try to make sense of it all. Starting to make sense of it.
Randy, hammer time. He did that thing we like a kid in a candy store.
I've never met a guy that has more like hunger and tenacity and wants something more than Tommy. And like usually you see that in somebody who's like an 18, 20-year-old kid just starting out in the world. But I guess in a way that's what he is. Like at 56, he has a chance to like start something that he's passionate about, which is fishing competitive for walleyes. Like, I don't know, that's pretty cool. I jotted down a few notes here.
There's lots of high rollers here, Randy.
I see that. They've been here for a week already, some of them.
Hey, what do you know? There's life, Randy.
That's good to know.
There is life. Doesn't feel bad either. North Dakota Willie trying to kiss me. Hey, Randy, things have taken a switch.
That's right. Glad to see you got your skunk out of the boat.
Yes, now things are on the up and up, aren't they?
Can only get better than this.
Well, it couldn't have gotten a hell of a lot more worse,
Nope.
Randy. Seeing anything?
Yep, don't move.
I'm not moving, brother. You need to tell me to time out when you see one. Got another one.
Excellent.
Things are definitely on the look up, Aunt Randy. He tried to do the same action. He's
I'll
about the
spot you on that one too.
same size class too, isn't he? A little smaller. He'd be good for chicken dinner. Chicken dinner. This is actually borderline turning out to be fun, Randy.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. Here I am supposed to be getting ready to catch hogs in a tournament, and I'm just having fun. I guess I gotta have some fun. Swim bait fish. Ooh, he went to the bottom. That's bad. Well, sign. Now we're really not skunked.
You get twice as many fish as me today.
I don't feel pleased. I got some sandwiches in that cooler if you're interested. If you want to put your water in anything cold, there's ice in there too. There's a big suspended module straight out from you over here on your left that is not moving, which I like.
Here's that forecasted wind.
Yeah. Got it. It's nothing that I'd want in the tournament, but it provided a slight amount of action, Randy.
Oh, yeah, sure did.
It'd be nice for our good friend Mr. Bloom.
Yep.
He was all charged Randy, up. Things are turning for the better. You feeling it?
I feel it. That's 3 for you.
Right on, brother.
You would not go hungry.
I would not go hungry. Randy, your wife cooks just like mine.
7 broccoli.
Piece of pizza?
No thanks.
Could I go 2 for 2, Randy?
I doubt it.
That would have been, like Bloom would say, asking far too much. Even when Bloom's not here, we still can hit him.
So I actually met Tom because he booked a guiding trip with me. So to me, it was just another routine booking a couple of years ago. Some dude's gonna come from Idaho and go fish Lake Sakakawea. Okay. What is up, fishing people? I am here with the Crappie T, AKA Justin Dennis from Idaho. And then all of a sudden he started texting me periodically here and there, asking some questions first about the lake and then about the trip and then like way beyond that. And I was like, who the heck is this guy?
We're making lemonade out of lemons. Didn't somebody say that once? I do like lemonade. Anyway, stay tuned. Crappie T has got a 31.5 coming.
He's only one cast away from a 30-incher.
It's there.
He has a tail. Oh, it's the biggest of the day. And we have a new leader. Well, then I come to find out he told me he used to be from the area when he was a kid, so he fished here a long, long time ago. Wanted to fish it again. Wanted some help doing it, and then apparently he had watched a bunch of my videos and stuff, and he said something to the effect of like, you have the life that I wish that I had, or something like that. And I was like, oh, you basically want to be fishing for a living. And I guess I kind of do have that between guiding and YouTube and whatever it is, but that now I think he did the smart, financially stable thing, and he had a great career as a dentist, and now I'm sure as he starts to fade into retirement, this is going to be his baby, fishing walleye tournaments for the foreseeable future. Can't wait to watch him. It's going to be exciting.
Okay, we're back on the hunt after that brief break in the action. Let me know if you see anything you want me to slow down for.
All right.
I'm gonna start hunting for some big gleaming boys now. This is the time of the day when this wind lets up that those big suspended marks sometimes really start to show up. They just sun themselves about 5 feet down. Last year on Lake Winnie, I saw a fish 2 feet down through a bobber over there. We were in 31 feet of water. It was 2 down, 29-inch walleye. Nuts, right?
I'm surprised he ate.
I couldn't believe it. My bobber never even engaged. He hit it as soon as it hit the water. Want a cold water?
Not yet. I will later.
You're like a camel.
Has Brett told you that?
No.
That's what he calls me too.
I gotta refuel already. Randy's like a camel. I'll go 8 hours without eating or drinking, just fishing.
Yeah, here's where I'd be trolling bottom bouncers and spinners, trying to mark big fish, spot lock when I find one. 26 1/4 for a slow day.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know, my brain doesn't work anymore that way.
Bottom bouncers?
Yeah, I don't even have any.
Interesting.
And that may be wrong. In fact, it's probably wrong, but...
It has its time and place, that's for sure.
No, I know that it works. I mean, I did it and caught fish doing it for a long time, but Once I started doing more casting and engaging, I guess I lost that.
There isn't a whole lot to it other than waiting.
Affirmative. I've wished for a lot of things.
That wasn't one of them.
Last night when that storm was coming, I was going against the wind. I was the fastest I ever had this boat. 63. I was hitting some waves going in the air. I gassed up at Indian Hills and the lady's like, "You gotta go, there's a big storm coming." With a thunderstorm coming, you're the only guy in the lake and you're going like a bat out of hell.
Oh yeah.
You're thinking, what might happen to me?
I was probably right behind you leaving Mackenzie on my way out of there. That fripper was right on top of me when I left too. I'm like, yeah, I'm by myself. I'm out of here.
I'm going to at least get 120th in the tournament before I get struck by lightning. Are you fishing the tournament?
Yeah.
What boat number are you?
68.
You going all the way west?
Yeah, every shake I got.
Can you make it there and back?
Huh?
Can you make it there and back?
Yeah, this will be my 5th time doing it.
How many gallons do you hold?
50 for sure. I don't know if I get to that 55 mark. I don't know exactly. I've done the Yarcraft tournament multiple times, so I've done it there and back without fueling, so I'm not worried. I just like to have a little extra if I need to run around.
You weren't even born before I left, probably. What's your last name?
Wall. W-A-L-D.
Might as well get a spinner lip for him.
Brandon? Yes, sir. Where's all the hogs? I wish I could tell you that. Actually, all over if you could get them to bite.
There's
right?
whole lakes full of them.
Yeah.
Jigging a crawler, get them to the bottom.
Fish that are, I've been catching them.
No, we've caught some fish. We nipped a couple.
No, the suspended ones, the best has been the bobber for me. And you watch them on that active and they'll just, they'll sit and stare at it for 2 or 3 minutes.
Just had a tournament on Leaf Lake. The fish that glowed like the sun, sitting there looking at it like, I'm on a diet. I wonder if that's on the plan.
That's a real issue.
Anyway, you guys bang them up.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Glad you made it up.
See you tomorrow, brother.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks.
Hopefully I make it back. If I don't, send somebody. Yeah. And send them with gas.
Yeah.
Right, Randy?
Yeah.
More high adventure than you thought it was going to be, isn't it?
I guess so.
Randy?
Good luck.
Thank you. I need it.
Have fun.
Right on.
Remember, if God can make a bug's butt glow, miracles can happen for you too.
Let's go, Firefly.
All 5? Wow, nice. Having your own tournament, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, it was a good day. We started with the 24s and then they kept getting bigger. Well, now we're at our 5s, so there was nothing we could do.
Yeah.
So
that's a really cool problem.
Yeah. This coming in early thing is for the birds.
Yeah, it's like, can we just go out and fish a little bit for fun now?
Right. Well, I didn't even get started.
You didn't go very far then?
Oh, we went 70 miles.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
So it was mostly
our
on.
last fish come in at 9:27.
You ended up riding longer than you fished then.
Oh yeah, for sure. We made one pass this way, flipped around, done. Couldn't believe it. And
That's awesome.
the chaos. We had triples, like there was nets. I had 2 nets. 2 of them were tangled at once. There's the third one going. Like I need
That's
3
awesome.
nets, I guess.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, it was fun. Oh, this gives me the chills that just happened like that.
What was your biggest one?
26 3/4. We didn't actually fully
Didn't weigh 'em?
measure them.
Just
We didn't do
just
nothing.
kind of eyeball them.
Slapped them on as they're flopping. Like I said, the chaos is when we catch a big one.
Yeah.
We're dancing around lines. And stars aligned. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the highest bag by no means, but
Right.
tomorrow I'm swinging. Home runners tomorrow. The guys that do good today have to repeat it again. So
Exactly.
I mean,
Who's considered the pro?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
let's say he's just as
It's
good.
important to put in the work if you're a pro too, you know.
Right.
I've been here all week.
Yeah.
I loved hearing that. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, I was
Different
also
program,
scared
but-
because like I didn't know like, all right, well, is his program gonna clash with mine? Like, are we gonna?
No, it's your call, yeah.
Well, right, we're a team. Like, you gotta take what you know. You didn't just waste your time here all week, you know.
Yep.
And obviously, you rolling with the guys you're rolling. Had, you know, what we had going today didn't work. We'd have absolutely started hopping into what you'd have done.
Yeah, here's where I'd be trolling bottom bouncers and spinners, trying to mark big fish.
But now your program was totally different. I don't live scope. I don't have a live scope. To me, it's gibberish. I don't.
It's
I was
like-
hoping you said you had one to bring in. That way, because when we were running our line, you could have said, hey, there's a good solid batch there. I'd have just directed towards you. That's where it would come in handy for my, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and keep rolling this way for a minute. Because I feel nothing against anybody using, but I feel so much better about myself when I do decent, knowing everybody's just playing with them.
Yeah.
And we just did old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
I love it. Not trying to sound like
No,
cocky, but that's
congratulations.
just my strong.
Yeah.
Like my brain doesn't work anymore that way.
Bottom bouncers?
Yeah, I don't even have any.
It has its time and place, that's for sure.
No, I know that it works. I mean, I did it and caught fish doing
I
it.
had buddies say, well, you want to borrow my live scope? I'm like, no, I don't, honestly. Like, why would I spend my time trying to learn that when I could be just learning my regular lines that I'm going to pull? Hello.
Where are you from, Sam?
River Falls, Wisconsin.
Okay.
About 20 minutes north of Red Wing.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, so we do a lot of river stuff over here.
Sure. You're looking forward to the Missouri River then?
I am looking forward to the Missouri River. Yeah.
That'll be big.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one as a pro, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, got to make the switch. It's been 2 years of Cohen, and it's been great, but it's fun. It's a great experience. You meet a lot of cool people.
Who have you been fishing with?
I've been fishing with Max, Hunter, Nitty, and Bill Poppin for this week.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Dylan Mackey. I fished with him a couple of days, but that's the team we travel. Snuck into a good team.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Were you at Pick City the other night?
Yep.
With all the guys?
Yep.
That's, Brett and me and Tom are sitting right there in the corner when you guys walked in.
What's your YouTube channel? I'll subscribe to it.
Ripping Lips Adventures. Well, it's really cool to meet you, Sam.
Yeah, likewise.
Randy.
Randy, nice to meet you. Appreciate you for
Good luck.
coming and hanging out. Yeah, this is cool.
Good
Hopefully
luck
you get some
tomorrow.
Good, yeah, thanks. You get some good shots out here.
Yeah, I've got too much stuff right now, so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, what am I going to do? I'm not tour level gold. I don't have a crew.
Yeah.
When it's just you, no team, you do as much as you can with what you have information available, which is what I had. Some hints here and there. You know, a lot of people go to these lakes to catch fish to eat. In this tournament, that gets you nowhere. So you kind of have to, you got to move along, sample spots.
Where's Independence Point? Straight through those boats to the other side. This is the way the wind's been playing today, though. This would be a good spot for fish the way it looks.
Want to look at it?
Yeah, we could.
I would just like to know, I'm just in the, where are the big fish, how deep, relating to, I mean, that could be one.
It's possible, yeah.
It's got an air bladder. That's the neat thing about Lawrence. Whenever you see a walleye, you always see that white air bladder, as opposed to a garbage fish, they'll look straight red.
You can't camp on Independence Point for an entire day
Got it. And dissect the whole thing, you got to spend
21,
I don't know, 45 minutes
20.
there. Power scan it, see what's there.
Compliments of Randy.
Hopefully catch something good. You know, I mean, you could miss a bite window, you could miss a big
Northland.
You were there thinking, oh, middle of the day, calm, flat, hot, I'm gonna fish 1835. Might have been a mud line, they might have been 6 feet.
He's all kind of pissed. Willies.
Tough when it's just you, but hey, that's fine. Fortunately, I got a job. My wife's got a great job. Not into it for the money. I'm into it for a memory. And I want to frickin' win.
Yesterday, my friend Dave was using this and he caught, I don't know, 15. So if you want a tungsten jig, 1/4 ounce tungsten, I saw a decent mark, threw on it and he bit. That's the way it's supposed to happen, isn't it?
It is.
Well, you're welcome to any of my stuff.
Thanks.
I'll find some fish while you're doing that. Seems like they like the crawlers. I'm about ready to line up another
Appreciate
one.
everybody joining us here at the National Walleye Tour as we kick off this first day here in Garrison, North Dakota. Here on Lake Sakakawea, we've got 126 boats out on the water. We look forward to bringing across the stage.
Didn't get Scott?
Yeah.
What's your boat number? 33. All right, bring them on.
9 ounces. Drew, you mind grabbing those fish and bringing them to the water on the one side?
Harrison, got the second one on one. But those are the right fish. If I can get 5 tomorrow, I'll be right where I want to be.
All right. Well, we'll see you on day 2. All right, out of Eagle, Idaho, we've got Tom Gumstead. Your pro angler, Damon Gulke, out of Neshkora, Wisconsin, is his co-angler. All right, Tom. Damon. 5 fish, 5 alive. 18 pounds and 11 ounces. 18 pounds and 11 ounces. Good way to start your 2-day event. Damon, if you don't mind grabbing those fish, get them into some water down the side. Tom, thank you so much, man.
Oh, my bad. Bang or what?
You did okay. We didn't get last, probably.
I might be last. Did
You got tomorrow.
Yeah, did you use that slow death or what?
No? It had a bite, but it never caught a fish. Almost! Owen Wilcox had a bag full there, didn't he? Thanks for coming down.
Yeah.
That's the thing about him. Like when I talk about his hunger and his tenacity, like at first I thought he was just like grasping for straws because he's telling me about all these millions of YouTube videos he's watching. But he has the ability to like take it on. Like he's not just
It's that green jig, Randy.
in fishing terms we would call it chasing the bite. You're just asking where'd you catch him, and you're gonna go and try to do the same thing the
Cookie.
next day. He's not doing that. He's watching all this stuff and taking the little bits and pieces to fit the rest of his puzzle. There's a big difference, right?
Look at that one.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's some activity here, Randy. You excited?
Always.
Perfect. You can go fishing with me any day because you just said the right answer.
You might not be able to tell it, but it's written all over my face. The excitement's there.
I like it.
Even when the mask is off, it's hard to tell sometimes because I'm just kind of that way.
Right on. I like it, Randy. You got 2 of them at 20, straight behind the boat. One of them's got Randy Belial written all over it. Is that how you say your name properly?
It is. Usually only French Canadians know how to pronounce it.
Well, I'm part French Canadian, Randy.
There's bait. There's fish around bait. That's why there's boats here.
Is there bait behind us?
Yes, there is.
It's funny because there's certain times of year, like fall especially, where that's a green light scenario. You see a fish and a ball of bait and a jigging wrap. That's A1. And then all this, like in June, July, for some reason, you see that scenario. It's almost like they're too distracted by it. And I don't know if it has to do with they're so amped up, they're willing to chase those balls of smelt, whereas in the fall, it's more likely.
He took it, all 3 of the trebles.
Oh, this jigging wrap seems easier to get. I don't know what
I wonder if it's all a school of walleye instead of smelt. Genuinely the smallest walleye I've ever caught in my life.
But yeah, sometimes a year, seeing fish in bait is a green light scenario, and other times a year, you better find them away from bait because you don't have a chance.
I put it right on a bunch of them, but all I got was frustrated. Frustrated. There's a pretty nice point that all these people are off. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try that spot over there, and we're gonna try Shell. Probably we'll go to Shell next.
Have I mentioned, would you like a cold water?
I just had my lukewarm water. I will later on, that's for sure. And I had some ancient water you had in the bottom of the boat here by accident.
It's only from yesterday.
Okay. It was a little warmer than the one I had in my bag.
Want to see what a decent walleye at about a 23, 24 looks like on live scope? That guy right there.
Sure is.
He is off straight in front of you. So you can line him up, all spot lock right here. I need to get another jig on. The way you know they're good is when they don't move. There's actually two. They're 40 feet right that way. Perfect.
When the fish were not active, feeding, whatever, you could put a jig and a crawler, a jigging wrap, a finisher, probably a moochie minnow, anything you had in your boat, and they weren't gonna bite it.
How heavy's your jig?
Quarter. There it goes.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
Oop, they see your bait. You're twitching your white swim bait that looks like a smelt, and they run over there to chase it.
He engaged. He engaged.
Yeah.
He engaged. He's on it.
I'm gonna let it sit there for a second.
I'm gonna get you a little. I think they're still tracking you. Yep, they're tracking you. Come on, buddy. You're right in the middle of them.
Chase, chase, chase. All of a sudden, just turn away. Leave. And the second time you threw on them, chased them down, it was over. Zero interest. It's like oh yeah, I remember that. You know, I don't eat at that restaurant.
You bastards.
They're just players. Swore they were gonna go for it.
There's another one out there. Oh, he hit it too. There's a good one.
Makes me feel like I need to try something else already too.
Too many of them here to not get a bite, I feel like. Got him. I'm having a good time, Randy.
Good. You need a net for this one too?
I don't know, this thing, all of a sudden he got a lot bigger really quick. Or he's just angry. Let's bring him over here.
That's actually a nice one there.
They like the green jig, Randy.
They do.
Think I might have to force you into putting one on?
Not yet, because I've only thrown this once.
You know, this year's been weird on Sakakawea, and the fact that it took so long to warm up, so things were so far behind on the progressions. We were just starting to get into like a midsummer bite, and I would say right before this tournament started, we started to see that sort of, it is summer, if it's hot and it's flat calm, it's going to get really tough. It was definitely tougher fishing the 2 days of the tournament than it was the 2 days prior.
You get that bug, it bit you, and you go, and all of a sudden things build.
33 out of Eagle, Idaho. Old pro anglers
It's the challenge, basically. All of us have some
Like seriously,
to try to conquer.
I use that.
To see if you can, how well you can. That's part of it. That's probably the big part, just within myself. Everybody has a little bit of competitive nature, and I am definitely included in that group.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us here in Garrison. I know Garrison appreciates it. We all enjoy hanging out. Get to see these anglers out of the tournament area. They all look like they had a good time.
I would say there was pressure because all the guys we watch these videos of that demo lures, work for lure companies, win tournaments, they're all here, and this is their deal.
It's also quite fun watching him trying to tackle this reservoir thing. I think his strength is lake fishing. He fishes a lot of, as far as walleye stuff in a lot of his tournaments, I think he fishes Minnesota lakes. Sakakawea has some lake-ish qualities to it when you're fishing in the bays, but the reservoir is a totally different ballgame, so it was interesting watching him try to adapt to that part of things and figure that system out.
Got it. Getting better, Randy. This one did that thing I like. feels pretty good too.
You want a net on that?
No. Do you notice what's in his mouth?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. So is he.
Right on, brother. That wasn't still what I'm looking for, but we're moving in the right direction, right?
That was nice. I'm gonna get a green jig on or a crawler.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get it out. This is for you stubborn type.
Yeah. Thanks.
And I don't want it back.
Bang, bang, bang. I mean, we were hauling. I was headed for the promised land. The motor was coming out of the water. That's how big the waves were. So you got to start thinking, what if they get worse? How long will it take to get back? You make the wrong decision, you got a whole live well full of hogs. You show up late, it's a pound for every minute. And after 10, let's say you save 2 hours to get back and all of a sudden it got nautical, you don't make it. So you gotta think, you gotta make decisions. I made my decision and I'll live with it, and I'm happy the way it turned out, but I really don't know what I would do different. I'm going to play that one back to you maybe in a week.
Green goblin.
Greenie got him?
Yep.
Attaboy, Randy. Need a net?
No. It's not that big.
Ain't a bad one though. "19-incher.
The leader.
Here's a good one. Maybe I can get a bite off this devil. You got excited. You got more than excited, Randy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Shows you I can cast at least on a mark. Put it right on him.
Choke.
And he freaking inhaled it immediately. That's a good sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
He'll like the green jig. Oh, he liked the
green goblin.
Green goblin.
There you go.
Yeah. One mark, threw on it, caught it. Hey, what a novel idea.
Was there any more pressure fishing the NWT for the first time compared to the other events you've done?
Yeah, because I've done so many AIM tournaments, I know how they go. The format, everything. The AIM thing, you weigh all your fish. Not weigh, but you measure them all. Pick your best 5. This is, you know, we pulled into some spots and caught some fish that at 350 when we had to haul in at 59 miles an hour. We would have really liked to have, because we had 3 in the hole and we threw easily, without question, 5 pounds back. Because they bid at early time in the morning. We had a long time to fish. You put it in the live well and it's yours. So this format, different from what I'm used to. It gives you a different perspective when you're used to catch, record, and release, which I like. This,
no prize, but it's a fish.
You could have caught
and he frickin'
5 3-pounders a day and kept them and been in the top 50. I believe. You'd have had 30 pounds. So, not bad.
It's good, Mark. 75 feet up towards you.
Okay.
About 11 o'clock.
I'll be on him directly, Randy. Yes, indeed.
2 of them, maybe. 55 feet now. There you're dropping in on him. Nice shot.
Just bite it. I'm giving free weigh-ins. Got it. You don't feel bad either. He's fat, Randy. No prize, but it was a walleye. Saw him, casted, bit. He did all those things I like.
It's promising for kind of no man's land here.
Well, if you look at this graph up here, there's a deep, like straight out towards Independence, there's like a intake and an outtake, a little point. Nobody's here, but I've seen a number of fish.
Was that the green goblin?
You know it, Randy. We only go with the green goblin.
Wow.
Me and a friend came up from Dickinson. We went out fishing. Ended up on shell the middle of the day, calm, flat, hot. And we caught 18, 19, 20-inch walleyes. He took a bunch of them home to eat. And would I love to have those today? You know, but weather, there was a pretty good wind today. We headed toward the mothership and we were getting beat up. It was gonna take in the neighborhood of 2 hours to go, 2 hours back.
I ain't setting the world on fire, but I'm having a damn good time, Randy. Thanks for coming. I am having fun.
Thanks for having me.
Here, how about a cold water?
Sure.
Let's just put that there too. It's all part of the adventure, Randy.
It sure is.
They're starting to roll in now for this last flight here. Out of Rosemont, Minnesota, your pro angler with 22 pounds, 6 ounces. They got 4 fish on the stage. 4 fish to hit the scales. 22.6 yesterday for Hunter. Standing at the top for Angler of the Year. Locking in at 14 pounds and 11 ounces. 37 pounds and an ounce. You are the bubble at 25th place right now, Hunter. Next anglers to the stage out of Eagle, Idaho. Tom Gumstead and his co-angler Joel Nickel out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. 18-11 for Tom yesterday. 16-12 for Joel. Got 3 fish today. Gonna crack the double digits. Gonna be probably close to that 10.5 when we get him to settle down. We'll see. They're gonna be a little over 10. So you don't want to go just with straight 10. We'll go we'll go somewhere real close to in between. 10-6. 10-6 for you guys. 29-1 for Tom and 27-2 for Joel.
How do you feel about it?
Randy, we live?
We're live.
So first NWT event, pretty happy really. Beat a lot of locals. Had an off day today, threw back a decent fish. Second cast of the day. We only weighed 10 pounds today, so that stunk. But hot out, fun place. I was happy to do it. Kind of gets in your blood a little bit. This game's all full of choices. You know, you can't throw back nice fish early in the day, I guess. I was hoping, praying for the one because the bite was on early, but when she was done, she was done. So happy. Thanks to all my friends here, helped me out. Randy, Brett, Dave, Ethan, Brycey, had a great time. I'm gonna be back.
I can see why you enjoy doing this stuff.
I love it.
It's all these people around here, they're different breed. They're fun.
It'll be really interesting to see if he fishes other National Walleye Tour stuff next year, because I want to see how, like, he was gearing up and amping up for this being his only one this year. I'm curious to see how he tackles other systems that fish differently with different bait. That'll be interesting to see how he adapts to all that stuff. I hope he fishes more next year. That's what I'm trying to say.
You know, 50th place or whatever I got wasn't what I wanted, but made some poor decisions and had to make a lot of choices, which I wasn't used to. Usually it's on a lake, like Mille Lacs, you know. This is far more expensive. You know, I'd never had to run an hour and 40 minutes to where I wanted to fish at 55 miles an hour. If it's flat calm, sweet. Wasn't flat calm. Didn't dare go to the juice. Made bad decisions. I got what I got. The world will still be turning tomorrow when I thread that night crawler on and drop it in front of a 24-incher at 60 feet and watch him swim away. Might do some more NWT stuff next year because I like it. I think a lot of the people are quality. It's well run. Afterwards, I go around and ask a lot of the pros. Like Dewey Hjelm, he won. Super guy. I mean, I can't. He gives you so much insight on what he found, so you can kind of compare it to what you found, which a lot of it made sense.
Only one question, Dewey. Was it a jig and a crawler?
No.
Really?
No. There's a jig and wrap and then a moochie minnow is what it's called. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's a new bait by Rapala. It's a little plastic, but just a jig and wrap and that.
So what fish would hit a jig and wrap? Because I threw it a ton.
About 1 out of 300. Like seriously.
White one?
I use white, I use pink and white, I use bluegill, blue chrome. I use that yellow green one, like literally went through them all trying to figure one that's better, but I just think when
I tried it a ton and just thought it must not be the thing.
Yeah, it's not like the thing. Like I threw it a lot, but I only caught one fish on a jig and wrap today, the rest were on that moochie.
Huh.
So
congratulations.
Hey, appreciate it.
I think it'll work on Lake of the Woods. Moochie minnow.
They're kind of like, they basically just have a weird, different type of tail on them. So they're an elastic, just like a Z-Man. But they have a tail on them that like shimmies when you pull it. If you look it up, they just released them at ICAST.
So did you fish weeds here a lot?
Weeds were definitely the deal right away when we got here. They died.
I live in Idaho. I travel around, do tournaments, whatever. I just donate money. But
that's how you learn.
I watch all you guys, your videos.
Alex Westlock, Gary Maher.
I think you guys do a great job.
Appreciate it.
Logan Ballmer.
You too. Thank
Mike Devaball.
Nice guy.
So yeah, there is definitely some intimidation factor, but it was cool to see how it all works. Give you a bag, you know, you put water in it, whatever, which, you know, watching the NWT thing, we all get an idea on how that goes, but to do it was fun. You know, get to go up on stage and have them weigh your pittance of fish, but you gotta start somewhere. It ain't over yet.
How was that cold water, Randy?
Refreshing.
Want an apple?
No thanks.
Cookie?
Sure.
Mind if I just put a couple here?
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I thank you very much for a fun day. That's the most walleyes I've caught on Lake Sakakawea in about 36 years.
Oh, really? Yeah, thanks for having me come with.
You betcha. At the very least, it probably was better than mowing the lawn. Correct?
Yeah, always.